If you say this to her, she'll forget you. But if you say this, she'll never stop thinking of you. There are compliments women hear every single day. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're amazing. And yes, she'll smile. She'll nod. She might even blush. But deep down, those words rarely touch her soul. They're safe, predictable, easily forgotten. Most men choose the easy route. They say what requires no risk, no depth, no thought. But if you want to stand apart, not as just another face in her life, but as the man she can't forget, you must go deeper. You must speak to the place inside her that most men never reach. The part that longs not only to be seen, but to be understood. Because the right compliment doesn't simply flatter. It lingers. It changes how she feels. It makes her think of you long after you've walked away. These are not compliments she finds on Instagram, not the empty words co-workers throw her way. They are rare. They are powerful. Almost forbidden. And when spoken with calm presence, masculine steadiness and emotional precision, they don't just win her attention, they awaken her craving for your presence. But here's the challenge. Compliments are like a blade. Say the wrong one, and you cut your own image to pieces. Say something too common, and it vanishes before the night ends. Yet if you say the right words, the rare words that strike her core, you become unforgettable. That is where Stoic power lives. Because a Stoic man doesn't scatter words for approval. He speaks only when truth demands it. And when he does, his words have weight. That weight pulls her in, without effort, without games. Today, I'll reveal 3 forbidden compliments, plus 2 hidden bonuses that awaken her mind, her soul, and her deepest pride as a woman. If you're ready to step away from shallow praise and learn the art of real attraction, hit like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts below. Let's dive in. Most men only compliment what they can see. Her dress, her smile, her figure. But any man with eyes can notice beauty. It takes something rare to notice her mind. Few men ever say out loud, "I value the way you think," and even fewer mean it. Telling a woman, "You're smart," means nothing. She's heard it before. It's empty. But when you pause, when you truly listen to how she connects ideas, how she explains, how she surprises you with thoughts you never expected, and then you tell her that you admire the way she thinks, you've stepped into a category most men will never touch. Suddenly, you're not just a man who sees her beauty, you're the man who sees her mind. And that is unforgettable. Because every woman, no matter how confident she seems, still wonders, does anyone really notice the way I think? Does anyone care? And when you answer that silent question, you give her more than admiration. You give her understanding. And that is rare. Here's how you do it. The next time she shares a thoughtful opinion, don't rush to agree. Don't nod politely. Pause. Look her in the eyes. Let silence breathe. Then say, "That's such an original way to look at it. I've honestly never heard anyone connect things the way you just did." Then stop. Don't over-explain. Let the compliment land. Because in that moment, you're not just flattering her. You're giving proof that someone truly sees her. This is not flattery. This is precision. And it will stay with her. Let's be honest. When was the last time someone told a woman, "I admire your strength"? Not her smile, not how sweet she is, but her ability to stay calm in chaos. It's rare, because most men only notice softness. They don't notice resilience. They'll joke, "You're cute when you're mad," or say, "You're such a sweetheart." But few pause to acknowledge the woman who stands tall when life crumbles, who holds herself together when storms rage. That's not just admirable, that's power. And the Stoic man sees it, because he knows strength in its quietest form. The world constantly tells women to be soft in order to be loved. But when you notice her resilience, you set her apart. This isn't attraction, it's recognition. And recognition builds respect. Why does it work? Because you're not talking about her looks. You're speaking to how she endures, how she prevails. And when you mirror her strength back to her, she feels not only admired, she feels respected. Here's how you deliver it. Wait for the moment she tells you how she stood up for herself or how she supported her family while carrying her own struggles. Then look her in the eye and say, most people would have broken under that, but the way you stayed centered, that takes real strength. That's rare. Then stop. Let her feel it, because in a world where most men chase charm, you respected her backbone, and that is magnetic. There is one compliment almost no woman hears, not about beauty, not about fun, but about her impact. It's the kind of compliment that doesn't just touch her heart, it touches her soul, because it says, you matter, not because of how you look, not because of how you dress, but because your very presence changes the room. Most men never say this. They'll call her nice. They'll say she's charming. But few notice how the atmosphere shifts when she enters, how people laugh more, how the group feels lighter. That's her influence. And when you see it and you say it, you become unforgettable. Because you're not complimenting her body, you're recognizing her ripple effect. So when should you say it? Not when she's showing off. Say it in the quiet moments, when people around her relax, when she encourages someone without effort, when she makes the air lighter just by being there. That's your moment. Then lean in and say, you know what I admire most about you? You make people better just by being around. You don't even try. It just happens, and that's rare. Pause. Don't add anything. Let it breathe. Because what you just gave her isn't a compliment. It's a mirror. And when she sees it, she'll never forget the man who noticed. These are not compliments for flattery. They are recognition. But here's the truth. They only work if they're real. You cannot fake weight in your words. Women sense performance instantly. But when she knows you see not just her looks, but her courage, her effect, her energy, she feels significant, valuable, remembered. That's when a compliment transforms into connection. The next time she shares something bold she's done, something she's proud of, don't just say, that's cool. Stop, feel it, and say softly, being around you actually makes me want to be a better man. She won't forget it. Not because it made her feel pretty, but because it made her feel powerful. There's another compliment men almost never give. It's about her atmosphere. Some women carry such rare energy, you feel it before you even understand it. She walks in and the mood changes, subtle but undeniable. She may not even realize it herself. But if you notice and you give it a name, you elevate her from admired to unforgettable. Why does it work? Because it speaks to her essence. Not her clothes, not her smile, her energy. Here's how you say it. The next time you're in a group and you see laughter flow more freely when she speaks, look her in the eye and whisper, it's wild how the whole energy shifts when you're here. I can't explain it, but I can't ignore it. Say it as truth, not as a line, and she will never forget, because you didn't just see her with your eyes. You saw her with your awareness. And for a woman, that is unforgettable. These compliments are not about clever words. They are about truth, about awareness. Most men settle for shallow praise, but a Stoic man speaks to her essence, not with flattery, but with precision, not to win her approval, but to reflect what he truly sees. When you tell a woman, "You inspire me," or "The room shifts when you walk in," you're not just making her smile, you're making her feel powerful, respected, noticed in the rarest way possible. And in a world full of empty compliments, that kind of recognition becomes unforgettable. These are the words she carries with her, not because they're clever, but because they are real. So if you found value in this, hit like, leave a comment with the compliment that resonated with you most, and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. And remember, speak with truth, and she will feel it in her soul.